don't want you to break it. Don't break yourself, no. I had an incredible opportunity to meet my man, Ethan Trugot. He's an 18-year-old kid. He grew up here in Pine Bluff. He's been through a lot, faced some depression. But this kid's attitude and hunger to know the truth was pretty incredible. And I was so incredibly encouraged that I had an opportunity to introduce him to Jesus. Oh, yeah. You got some skills, man. All right, I'm sitting here with my boy, and I'm going to let him introduce himself.
My name is Ethan Trugot.
Okay.
I'm 18. I'm from Dallas, Texas, but I grew up around here in Pine Bluff since I was a little kid, about 3 years old.
Okay.
And I grew up at Watson Chapel, and then
That's where I live.
my grades wasn't that great.
Yeah.
I guess I wasn't putting off my effort in.
Yeah.
I had left school and went to a private school.
Yeah.
And then I went to Whitehall after that, because the private school really wasn't hitting either, I ain't gonna lie.
What was wrong with the private school?
The private school just wasn't professional. I'm honest, yeah, it wasn't professional.
I got you.
It really wasn't. And I didn't get no credits in at the end of the day either, so it really kind of messed me up going there.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, I dropped out of school 10th grade after I left Whitehall.
Right.
Played a little bit of football, didn't do much good either there.
Right. Yep. So what kind of led to you dropping out of school, man, if you don't mind me asking?
A lot of people I grew up with dropped out of school. Like, all my friends was people I hung out with wasn't even around me no more, and it was kind of getting depressing.
Really?
Like, yeah, I mean, at a certain point, I didn't really want to try no more in school, and I was mostly focused on other things, like my music, and it felt like going to school was holding me down.
It's a waste of time.
Yeah, I thought it was, but now I regret it, you know.
Oh, why you say you regret it?
I need to get my GED, and I wish I could have just stayed in high school to get my diploma.
Yeah.
Like my cousin, he stayed in, he didn't really have to do much effort, and he got his diploma easy.
So if you could go back, you'll stay in?
Yeah, I would stay in.
So what advice would you give to like young people gonna be watching this Facebook page?
Stay in, don't give up. Like, as soon as you think about it, you need to at least try to stick in, listen to people who tell you to stay in, because they've been there, they done that.
Yeah.
I've been there, done that. I'd stay in if I could.
Yeah.
My mom and dad was bad on drugs when I was about like 3, and then I moved in with my grandparents, which live here.
Yeah.
My mom sobered up, and my dad went into jail for about 9 years, and he just got out last year.
Really?
Yeah. And then my mom got sober. She's been sober, I think, about since I was probably 4 or 5.
Okay.
She's doing good. She works at Tyson. She works where I work. She's my HR manager, actually.
Okay. So you work at Tyson now?
Yeah, in Little Rock.
Oh, really? Do you drive back and forth?
Yeah, she does too.
Oh, y'all just drive together?
Nah, she drives a Jeep. I drive a Mustang.
Really?
Yeah.
So you've been able to make it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
So
I had to get some help with my parents. I ain't gonna lie, they had to help me out.
Yeah. Yep. Trugot, your last name, right?
Trugot. Yeah.
Trugot.
Yeah. In German, it means faith in God or believe.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's cool.
So I guess it's German origin.
So where do you want to see yourself in 10, 15 years?
I want people to listen to my music in 10 or 15 years on the radio, like they listen to Roddy Ricch and Future and like that. I want to be up there like that.
Do you rap?
Yeah, I rap.
Can you spill me a little bit of it or not?
I don't know. I can't do it like that.
They can't do it like that?
I gotta have some beat. And
you got some beat? Can I make you some?
Oh no, it ain't like all that.
No. Okay.
I gotta sing with my stuff.
You sing too?
Yeah.
You can't give me a little bit of a snippet of it?
No.
No?
I ain't gonna do all that.
All right.
Sorry, bro.
That's okay. That's all right. So True God means faith in God.
Yeah.
All right. So do you believe in the existence of God?
Yeah, deeply.
Really? What brought you to that conclusion?
Well,
How you know he exists?
I know he exists because when I dropped out of school, I started getting bad on taking pills.
Okay.
Oxycontins in particular.
Yeah.
And, I wouldn't have been able to stop unless I had somebody to talk to in certain times.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yep.
And I got real bad at depression, went to Pinnacle Point, and then I really didn't have nobody in there to talk to, but him. And it kept me sober and like sane. I feel like he kept me like not insane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kept me here.
You still struggle with it now in any way?
Not depression, no.
Not depression?
No.
How about pills or anything?
No, I'm
No?
straight.
You sure not?
Mm-hmm.
So, man, I had a buddy that I shared this with. His name was KJ.
Yeah.
And he was on, he tried to kill himself 4 times.
Oh, damn.
He was on prescription antidepressants.
Mm-hmm.
And he was sleeping with his girlfriend. He was carrying around a gun. He was selling drugs.
I feel you.
And I'm gonna share with you a story I shared with him.
All right.
And it's basically the story of the meaning to life. All right, you have any idea before I explain it to you, man? What do you think the purpose of life is?
In my eyes?
Yeah, in your eyes.
In my eyes, my purpose of life. Like in my purpose of life?
Yeah. Your personal opinion. What do you think your purpose in life is?
My purpose of life, I feel like God put me here to use my talent, really.
Yeah.
Since I was a little kid, I've been making music. I've been playing the piano, and
Right.
singing, trying to rap, playing the guitar. I remember playing the guitar and trying to rap since I was a little kid and shit.
Right.
I feel like I've been made to do that.
All right, so I'll give you a quick illustration. So this is gonna sound funny, but let's just say you write too. You say you write.
I write a lot of music.
So let's just say the writing that you spend a lot of time preparing could come to life.
Yeah.
It became a human being. I know that sounds silly, right? But let's just say your writing became a real live human being. And it was so good. It went around like showing off how his lyrics, the rhyming words, I mean, like this music is going around showing off to the whole world, earning a whole bunch of money.
Yeah.
And it never turned around and said to you, thank you for making me like this. If it never gave you any credit, even though you created it, how would you feel about what you created?
Like I said before, I'd be probably depressed.
You'd be crushed, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because you made it.
Yeah,
and
I helped you get there. And
you're using all of my gifts and talents for your own personal gratification.
Yeah.
So if you had the opportunity and had the power, what would you do with what you created? You'd probably destroy it at some point if it refused to like turn to you. Does that make sense? Like if it refused to like give you any kind of credit or any kind of glory, at some point you're gonna say, you know what? Through with you.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It only makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Well, the reason why I share that illustration with you is because, man, like you say you believe in God, man, and I do too. The Bible says God created you, right? And you know why he created you? You have any idea why he created you?
To spread the message.
For his purpose.
For his purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like you made the writing for your purpose.
Yeah.
Well, he's made you for his purpose. So every time somebody sees you and they begin to praise you, what the next response is, no, don't give me praise.
Praise God.
Yeah, because he made me like this.
Yeah.
But you know what the Bible says and most people do?
They take it.
They take and they run with it, man. They do their own thing.
Exactly.
They destroy it. They do their own thing, man. They don't give any thought to God. They give any credit. They may say, God, thank you.
Man, it just reminded me of something.
Why you say that? Well, tell me what you think.
I can't go into detail. I swear I can't.
So I'm going to give you the good person test just to see how well you follow God. All right? All right? And then I'm going to have some good news because, man, if you like I was in college, you're probably going to flunk it. All right? But I'm going to give you the good person test just to see how well you follow God's plan for your life.
All right.
All right? So you ever heard of the 10 Commandments?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna measure you based on the commandments. It's like a mirror. It's like a mirror. The 10 Commandments is like a mirror to show you what you like on the inside. Like a mirror shows you what you look like on the outside.
Yeah.
But the 10 Commandments shows you what you really look like on the inside. And you know what? Most people really don't know what they look like on the inside. So I'm gonna give you an example. So question number 1. True God, how many lies have you told in your lifetime?
It's a lot. A lot of lies.
Yep. Can you keep up with them?
No.
What do you call somebody to tell a bunch of lies?
A liar.
All right. So, True Good, have you ever stolen anything, even if it's really small? All right. What do you call somebody that steals?
A thief.
All right. Here's what Jesus said about adultery. This is his standard now. He says, you have heard it was said that you should not commit adultery. Yeah. But then Jesus comes up and says, but I say to you that anyone who looks lustfully at a woman has already committed adultery with her in his heart. You know what adultery is?
No, not really.
So I'm married. Here's my wedding ring.
Yeah.
So if I go cheat on my wife, I've just committed adultery on her.
Like seeing somebody else.
Seeing somebody else while I'm faithfully engaged to my wife, right? Well, the Bible says that even if you think about it, like that could be sex before marriage or masturbation, pornography. Yeah. That could be anything to do with sex outside of God's design. God designed sex to be a marriage, and we take it out of marriage. and we use it the way we want to use it. It's almost like if I gave you a hammer and you built a house, man, you would use that hammer for what I intended for you to be used. But if you take that hammer to go hit somebody in the head, you have just perverted the hammer. You didn't use that hammer for what I gave it to you for.
Exactly.
So God gives us sex, and we just say, I'm gonna use it the way I want to use it. That's why we destroy ourselves. You see what I'm saying? Aim to express anger. All right, you have any idea what that is?
God's name is vain.
There you go. Oh, you got it, man. Have you ever been angry with somebody you almost feel like you could hurt them really, really bad?
Yeah.
You have any idea what commandment we break when we do that one? You ain't gonna believe it. It's murder. Because notice that everything starts before we actually kill somebody. Or
if you even want to hurt somebody, that's like the first thought. You can accidentally kill somebody just by wanting to hurt somebody.
True good, you got it, brother. All right. So man, you just like the rest of us.
I already know all that part. Yeah.
You guilty like the rest of us. So true good, if you die today, and I God forbid it to happen, man, I hope you live to be 200 years old. But man, if you die today, you've done just what I told you. I mean, that your writing done to you. You have went your own way, man. You have done your own thing. Right? Yeah. So what do you think? What do you think God deserves to do to you?
I don't know.
As a result of you going your own way. It's hard to say.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
All right. So basically what the Bible says, since we've all went our own way, he actually deserves to take his own hands and end our life and crush us and send us straight to hell.
Yeah.
Because we've done our own thing.
Burn us.
He's trying to burn us. And it's not because he left us. It's because what?
We left him.
Yeah, man, we did our own thing.
We abandoned him.
We abandoned him.
Exactly.
For our own ways. That's why our life is so messed up. That's why we got to turn to like, man, I'm with you, man. Like, that's why you have to turn to drugs. You have to turn to alcohol, sex, and all those things because you've left God and you put those things in his place. And we actually enjoy him. We actually don't even want him because we don't want him to take those things away from us. You agreeing, ain't you?
Yeah.
So think about it. So the Bible says that all men will stand before God and they will face the judgment, and God is going to give them what they deserve. The Bible says we all deserve hell because we left our own way. But Trugit, you ready for the good news? You're going to love this next part. Dude, I hope it does to you like it did to my boy KJ. The good news is, if you were guilty, his son paid your price. This is exactly what the Bible says God did. You went your own way, man. Jesus. And what did Jesus do for you? Man, the Bible says the wrath that was supposed to go on you, the punishment that went on you, it went on his son. Because he loved you so much. And he's willing to give you a second chance if you will follow Jesus. The Bible says God will take all your sin and place it on Jesus 2,000 years ago. He will pay for it so you don't have to. And then you can walk away. You can walk right into heaven on the day of judgment when you die. Because of what Jesus done for you. If you would choose to do two things, repent, tell God how sorry you are for running away from him, and chasing your own desires. Believe that Jesus paid your price, and he's your Lord and Master, not you. The Bible says on the day of judgment, God will wipe us. You will not be held guilty because Jesus already paid. God just wants your forgiveness. And you know what he did? He saved me, man. He changed the whole mindset. I went from loving my sin to hating it. Now, did I still sin? Yeah, but I didn't want to do it no more. So he don't only just change what you do, he changed what you want to do. If you follow